Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to part 3 in house number 40. And so today we're going to try to finish up the actual outside of the house itself. No promises though. It would either finish up the outside in this part or the next one. There are a couple things I thought about when the last video got over. And basically what I want to do is we're going to take some more swiftness, of course. But these big windows, I kind of have a plan for them. So I want to make this into a perfect square. So what that means is we're going to put one more layer of sandstone up on top of the top layer, so it should be 2 wide up top, just like this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a perfect square. So we lay down 5. We need to lay down 4 more on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now just connect them like this, and do this with all 4 windows. You'll see the point here in a minute. I did this with my mall on my city, and this gave me the idea to do this just because it can't really make something look that much better just by adding something small. So what we're going to do is now we're going to fill all of this in with all 4. Again, you'll see the point of this here in a minute. We're almost there. This will actually be very simple, but hopefully very effective. Alright, so not on the end corners, but on the inside corners like this. We're going to lay down 2, and then what we're going to do is basically we're going to make basically an overhang and a platform going up 1 block, basically, is what we're doing. I'm not really sure how to describe this, but what it should look like this from the bottom now. So let's do this on all 4. And if you don't like the look of it, don't do it. I'm not even sure how this is actually going to fully look, but might as well see how it turns out, because I did this, like I said, I did this on my mall for my city, and it really did make the mall look that much better. There were some things a little bit different though about it, that the pillars were a little bit bigger, so the blocks weren't as close together, but hopefully we can still get the same look out of doing this. And then we can start working on the actual roof itself. And I'm sorry about the rain, it's not nighttime yet, so we can't sleep to get through it, but nighttime is coming close. How bad would that suck if nighttime came in like 10 minutes in real life? Like you had a 10-minute day, then 10-minute night. Huh. It'd be very interesting to try. Go to school for like, what, a minute each? And alright, how does it look from the front? I actually like it. It actually doesn't look too bad. Can we sleep yet? Yes, we can. Let's get rid of this rain. Brings house rain, then I trade all my tomorrows. Alright, so what we're going to do is now we're going to start working on the roof. The roof, what we're going to do is we're going to have our first layer be our spruce wood stairs, and then our second layer is going to be our sandstone. So the way this is going to work is on the very top block like this, we're just going to have an outline of spruce wood. Whoa, can I get there we go, got it. And we're going to go all the way around the house doing this. The point of this is, again, to add a little bit more look to the house, and also it gives it a little bit more color. So it shouldn't be just a boring house. We actually want the house to look pretty nice. So hopefully this will help with that a little bit. When you get to these windows, you're just basically going to go around them, just like this. So, oh, misplaced that one. Do we want to go in front of the big windows? I'm kind of thinking about that now. Let's actually not go in front of the big windows. So we're going to skip over the windows and let's go to the next gap. That's one thing we're going to do. So just skip over the big windows and just continue. Otherwise, the things we just did at the very beginning wouldn't look the same, having the stairs be in between them. Alright. Looking pretty good so far. We're almost all the way around. I'm not planning on making this like a huge roof. And do the same thing here. And, turn that one to there. Alright, I actually do like that. So one thing I kind of want to do is, I saw this at the beginning of this part, I kind of want to make these into our spruce wood pillars as well. There we go, I think that does make it look a little bit better. Alright, so do we want to add one more layer of spruce wood? Let's try it out, see how it looks. And then the rest of it would maybe have like a layer of sandstone. Because the roof isn't going to be like a really tall roof, it's actually going to be a pretty small roof. Because I feel like having some steepness to it would look actually pretty good, but having too much would actually ruin the house. So we're trying not to get that. And so our second layer of spruce wood. So what we might do is have two layers of spruce wood and then 2 layers of sandstone to even it out. I think that would work. We'll see though. Let's get this done first and then we can actually look to see how that looks. So fill all this in. How's that look? Oh, we need to add our second layer here. Alright, let's add our second layer of, or I guess technically our third layer of our sandstone now. To go back to the actual look of the house. And let's turn it. So basically we're just still making the outline, following the same path that we've been following this entire time. Okay, so when we get to here, what we're going to do is now you're going to turn it to go around and just go behind it now. And we're going to do the same thing here. Do the same thing, turn it, and have it go around it, around our pillars. And then we continue like usual. Ugh, my nose itches. Alright, so we're almost all the way around. I'm actually liking this house. The roof is actually making the house look a little bit better. I will say, like in part 1, I actually wasn't too sure, and some of part 2, I actually wasn't too sure about how the house was turning out. I was like, I don't know. I'll continue with it though, because you never know how things will turn out at the end. It's actually how I think most of my houses turn out. I'm always second guessing it. It's like, oh, I'm not too sure about how this looks. But then at the end, I was like, oh, actually wasn't the worst house I've made. I've made better, but haven't made worse. And almost all the way around. And make that a corner stair. Alright, we're still looking pretty good. Let's add one more layer of our sandstone. Whew. Man, a lot of work when it comes to making roofs. I'll probably say, when you get to here, just skip that. We're just going to make that into a plain block. What we actually could do is take out a sandstone slab, and we can put that there instead. There we go. And just turn these. Oh, alright. So we're almost all the way around. And now we just go around our thingamabobs. I can't think of the names of them. Our pillars, or big windows, whatever you want to call them. And turn it. Oh. And we're almost all the way around. It's getting a little bit faster now because we don't have as much ground to cover. And I think after this layer, what we're going to do is maybe use actually sandstone slabs for the roof instead, to kind of add like a little lip to the roof itself. I said roof. I can't even say it right anymore. I said roof. I think is what I said the first time. Oh, we need to make these into corner. There we go. That looks better. And voila, let's make sure these are alright, those are right. Alright, so I think for the rest of this, we're going to use our slabs. So we're going to use sandstone slabs. And what these will do, as you can see, it kind of has that little lip at the top, which is actually something I always like doing. I really don't like having materials be on the same plane, if that makes sense. Basically what that means is I don't want to have... It's not too bad when you have the same material, but when you have different materials, it doesn't look too good if you just have things touching and matching up directly with each other most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't look bad, but then most of the time, in my opinion at least, it does look pretty bad. And so hopefully this will actually fix that a little bit. And we could have actually used our spruce wood slabs for this, but too late now. You can actually do that if you want to. Then, bada boom, here's your house. See, having that lip really does make the house look a little bit better, doesn't it? Because now you actually have a little bit more look when you look at it from the top view. One thing we could do, kind of interested in doing this, I just want to see how this looks real quick. Let's do it to 2 so we can get a look at it. If you don't like it, you can always get rid of it. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to do that. That looks a lot better, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is just use our spruce wood slabs, and around our big windows, we're going to add these on the edge. It's amazing. That's what I mean. Like, just adding like small stuff like that can really make a difference. Wow, this house actually is turning out a lot better than I thought it would. Maybe we could call this like a mini mansion, because it's not like in my opinion, it's not like a huge house, but it's not an extremely small house either. I'm not really sure what to call it. Wow, I'm actually liking this house a lot. What should we do now? Let's go around the outside and see what we can add. Oh yeah, one thing you will need pistons. I forgot to go over the materials that you would need, but really the only thing that's different from the other parts is you will need pistons. So we're going to come to the back side of the house, and in between the windows here, we're going to get rid of these. And the pistons we're going to use as our floorboards for our patio. When you get to the edge of the window here, don't place the pistons, don't place the pistons there, because we're actually going to have a border there. And are you guys seeing that? The pistons are like glitching out. And basically, we're going to use our sand now to go around our pistons. Man, why are they glitching out? It's really weird. Alright, and then what we're going to do is add our spruce wood stairs here. And we're going to have our railing again, using our upside down slabs. I love using the upside down slides for a railing. I'm not sure why. Just because it adds... I like the fact that you can see underneath it. I guess that's the main thing. Upside down stair here. Alright, now let's add our upside down slabs. And let's get rid of the ones up here. And let's do this side, and then we actually might be able to call it for part 3. Because we're already at 12 minutes, and then part 3 you can start working on the interior. Alright, thank you. He knew I was getting ready to get rid of him. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Let's see. Anything else we want to do, guys? Maybe do this with our slabs over here. Just trying to add a little bit more look to the house. Trying to think. What else should we do? Flying around the house, looking at different things. This house is actually turning out really good. I actually really do like this house. Oh, my phone just dropped. And the ink on my headphones. Alright, so basically that's it for part 3. Part 3 was kind of short. But part 4, we can actually start working on the interior. And if you want to get ahead, what we're going to do for the floor is we're going to use... Let's put our sand here to match with the front door. Oh. You better... Alright, I'm going to get rid of you. There we go. What we're going to do is for the floor, we're going to use oak wood planks. Basically, all you're going to do is fill in everything with your oak wood planks. And then by the next part, you can start off with me automatically. So if you want to start filling this in by the next part, you should be even with me. So thank you for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. I do make house videos every Wednesday and Friday. So if you do like this house, go check out my other ones. I think you guys will like some of my other ones. So I will talk to all you guys later. Well, maybe not all of you. That's a lot of people to talk to.